This is my book, Sun Gazing, Aura Seeing, and Nod Hearing. It's a book of exercises for increased psychic sensitivity. So it's a book of exercises for you to do, and me telling stories about how I came to understand these psychic practices. But there's a lot of good information in here, and I'm just going to read to you a little bit from the beginning of chapter 3, which is the chapter on sun gazing. And I started out this chapter with an excerpt from the book called Nuclear Evolution by Christopher Hills. To be able to see that everything is made of rainbows is a form of madness, but it is a true madness. And if you become passionately in love with rainbows, then you'll see them dancing on everything. And you'll see pots of gold under everyone, because people are all rainbows. The old story that there is a pot of gold under the rainbow is not just an old wives' tale, because if you've ever seen a rainbow that close, and you go to the end of it and try and dig there to see where the pot of gold is, you won't find any ordinary gold, but you will learn something about rainbows. And that is that the closer you get to a rainbow, the more it will recede. Because it's created out of your relationship with the sun. The angle that you have with respect to the raindrop and the sun's angle is what produces the rainbow in the sky. And this applies to everything. The angle at which you approach life will determine whether we see rainbows everywhere and in everything. And then I write, sun-induced happiness. My conscious relationship with the sun started in a simple way when I was a child. Every year when summer finally came around in west central Illinois, I basked in its penetrating warmth, watching with my own eyes as it changed me from light-skinned to brown. I couldn't seem to get enough of it. Not only was my skin changing, but as the closeness of the summer light entered the body, the mind also altered. My attitude shifted. I became more aware and alert. Life seemed crisper. I felt excitement, a sun-induced happiness that escaped me during the other seasons. Summer offered such intense daylight, and lucky enough for me, the neighbor's swimming pool and a good friend. I believe that without the loving generosity of our across-the-street neighbors, who allowed my friend and I nearly unlimited access to their most awesome pool, my experience with the sun may have never been the same. Enjoying the gift of the hot sun, while also being able to cool off, was, for me, truly a magnificent blessing. My first days of studying light were during those wonderful summer days in Illinois. The next section in chapter 3 on sun gazing is called The Sun's Hidden Secret. And that's the color in the sun. It's not just white light, it's rainbow light. And when we sun gaze, we try to refract that sunlight and to see the full spectrum of colors that we're capable of bringing in to the psyche. Thanks for listening.